Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all.
Excuse me. I was trying to get some that are yeah.
Hey folks, good morning. I'm Myra Ansari here for Wave Now. We are waiting for a press conference that's supposed to start in just a few minutes at the Galt House with the Kentucky Derby Festival, talking about Thunder Over Louisville, which we all know is the kickoff to a Derby season and everything that comes with it. So we're going to learn about this year's theme and some information as well. So a lot of folks from the Derby Festival, they are here to kind of give us a rundown of what we can expect this year. So, of course, it's always, the biggest and best fireworks show and air show in the country. So we're going to learn a lot of the details that are going to be coming with this event. It's considered the Derby Festival's opening ceremonies. It's one of the more than 70 events produced by the Derby Festival in the spring, and it's touted as one of the nation's top fireworks displays and air shows. As I just mentioned, the 2024 Thunder Over Louisville is set to happen on April 20th. That's not very far away since we're very close to March. And this will be the 35th annual production. So if you all go to Thunder Over Louisville, please feel free to share your favorite, best memories, stories. We'd love to hear those in this stream, what you love the most about going to Thunder Over Louisville. And if you're going to go this year, we'd love to hear that. So this is supported by 4,000 volunteers, 400 businesses and civic groups, Pegasus Pin sponsorships and events participation. It entertains more than 1.5 million people every spring, and local economic impact of more than $127 million. So quite a bit there. So love to hear what you all think of Thunder Over Louisville if you're going to go this year, if you have any plans. It's always interesting to see how people kind of stake out their spot in the Great Lawn and around the Ohio River and other places to kind of get the best view of the fireworks and air show. So they're getting ready to start this press conference. You can see they're in their little pink jackets that they typically wear. So that's a staple. And you can see some members of the air show that are there as well. So we wanted to bring you this announcement to you all live here today. It looks like they're about to get started.
Where's your name? Oh, there. So, yeah, first two rows. No, I gave Judy mine.
I'm all for that.
I'm gonna move myself back over there.
Well, no, we just need to
Lance, nice to meet you, Brian.
All right, those folks who are with us, I appreciate your time. We were just waiting for this press conference to start about the big announcement coming for Thunder over Louisville this year. We're going to learn about the theme for this year and some of the other things that are becoming along with this year's event. If you can believe it, it's happening Saturday, April 20th, not very far away. This is going to be the 35th annual production of Thunder over Louisville. So folks from the Kentucky Derby Festival, they're going to be talking about it. Wayne Hettinger, the Thunder Over Louisville producers, also going to be talking to us along with KDF board members and staff, announcing what's going to be happening this year. So please just stand by as we wait for this to start. All right, folks, I apologize for the slight delay there. We are waiting for this press conference to start. I thought it was going to start right there earlier, so I put it up early. So I'm sorry. So just stay with me. Don't go anywhere, please. The Derby Festival, they're announcing, again, details for this year's Thunder over Louisville. If you're joining us and you've gone to Thunder, you're going this year, please share about what you love so much about Thunder over Louisville, where you kind of go, your method to kind of get your best spot, I guess, at the Great Lawn. We'd be happy to hear some of those comments there if you're joining us here on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. So again, we're going to learn about this year's theme. Thunder is happening on Saturday, April 20th. It's going to be the 35th annual production. A lot goes into planning this. I think they're getting started.
Good morning. We're going to test the mic real quick. Does everybody have good audio? All right, let's go.
Got a full room tonight or today. And let me say that the Thunder that we had last night was not us. That was not anything that we planned for it. But it obviously being down here, we're looking right at the Thunder venue, which means that it's right around the corner. I am Matt Gibson. I'm the president and CEO of the Kentucky Derby Festival. So thank you all for joining us this morning to talk about our favorite time of year and share details about one of the largest annual events in North America and our largest event, Thunder over Louisville. I'd like to welcome Aaron Razanen, our 2024 board chair, as well as our sponsors, members of our Thunder planning committee, our production team, the staff. You can see a lot of the pink jackets. Those are board or staff that are here, and as well as all of the folks here for the media. We appreciate you being here. Thanks to the Galt House. They are a phenomenal partner of ours for hosting us today and for being home to Thunder Command Center. You know, they've been kind of the epicenter for years, and it is a fantastic partnership. They will again be the center of our show operations, which will kick off in about 51 days, believe it or not. So this year will be the 35th production of Thunder. It's kind of like watching your kids grow up. The time has absolutely flown by. I'm lucky to say that I've been one of the longest running fans of this event and been able to work on the production and operations side for over 25 years. And I can remember being at the very first one that was down on the river and thought, is this somebody's job? And who knew that it would become a life's work for myself as well. As we all know, Thunder is more than just a fireworks show, and it continues to grow. The air show is absolutely extraordinary. We've got phenomenal partners that help us make that happen. It's so unique that we have those partners in this community. All of that combined, it's an annual right to the folks who live and work in this town and those who come into this community. It's a signature attraction for tourism for not only Louisville, but the state as well. As you see when we line both sides of the river in both states. I mean, it's just a sea of people, and it's something to behold. The event brings more than $56 million annually in economic impact to the city, and that says a lot for a one-day event that is free to the general public. It's an event that unites our entire community along the banks of both Southern Indiana and Kentucky. And it's a very kind crowd. It's a fun crowd. You could feel the energy each and every year. When you try to explain this event to someone who's never been, and most of us have been there as we share it with folks or tell people where you live and you're proudly talking about it, they'll argue with you and say, it's just a fireworks show. How big could it be? And you'll try to convince them otherwise, and they respond, no, it's Thunder. I mean, we mean it. It's the best place to be when you watch the show and you're standing next to someone and the show's over. The finale has gone. You feel it in your chest. You rattle the buildings, and then you look at them and you say, now that was Thunder. And they get it. I mean, it's something that just gets in your skin. The best thing about this as the opening ceremonies is it started back in 1990 in a completely different venue, a completely different concept, and an idea that happened. It had 5,000 balloons being dropped into the old Cardinal Stadium that isn't even there. The largest fireworks show that we'd seen to date at that point, a laser light show, which was the biggest that the state had seen. And now it's an all-day event, as we all know, including one of the top air shows in the country, one of the largest annual fireworks shows in the country. And in recent years, we've added the addition of the drone show, which launches right out here outside this window, and it's become an extraordinary addition to the entire day of programming. What started as $1 million production from what you see in the air to all the infrastructure on the ground, because we have to build a city within a city to support those who come down and join us, is now nearly $2 million of production and operations and counting. Thunder's become an economic and tourism driver, like I said, for our community, and a fundraiser for many local businesses and nonprofits. I mean, you could look around or even open your email, and there's constantly something about the celebration that we're throwing. Many in our community hold special events to celebrate Thunder Weekend with us. Some of those entities and supporters of the show and partners actually contribute to the show itself. Some do not. One thing I want to stress as Thunder moves into its 35th year, Thunder's future depends on continued support from the community as a whole. Just like the sponsors, who we are so grateful who are joining us today and who you'll hear from shortly about why it's so important to them as well, Thunder would not be possible without them and the community members. We cannot thank you all enough for your continued support. We've got some that have been here for years and years, and those numbers keep growing. Thunder also relies on the support of all of our fans, from those who join us on the waterfront and watch the broadcast at home, to those businesses and organizations who also value the show and host their own Thunder parties and events. And our Thunder fans, it's amazing to watch the fan pages of those people who want to communicate things they want to see in the show, or ideas they have for Wayne and the team, or for Josh and the 123rd, about folks that they know are Kentucky fly men and women who would be fantastic in the show. And everybody's got a great idea about what we can do. They help us celebrate the show as well. The Pegasus pen that you see here today that we unveiled a week ago that'll be available is one of the things that helps contribute to the show and helps make it happen. And that's what helps us ensure that this show will be around for at least another 35 years, which is the goal. This should always be a community gem. So there are ways everyone can help support the show, and it is always, always appreciated. So here with us this morning, we have some of Thunder's biggest fans, I know because we talk with them often, and it's an honor and a privilege to introduce the 2024 Thunder Over Louisville presenting sponsors. It's not unusual for us to give them a round of applause for what they help us do today. These are community-minded companies who support the Derby Festival, support the community in many ways, not just partnership with us, and help us continue producing events like Thunder Over Louisville for everyone to enjoy. It's always neat when you hear these partners communicate and all of the other things that they're involved in to make this a great place to work and play and live. In order of seniority, UPS is now in its 34th consecutive year of their Thunder partnership. When I say decades, that's what I mean. I mean, 34 years, that is absolutely extraordinary. Their UPS flight deck viewing area returns at the Overlook in Waterfront Park and has become one of the epicenters, and it's one of the things that a lot of our Thunder fans on those fan pages talk about. So please welcome Laura Holmberg, UPS Media Relations, to say a few comments.
Thank you, Matt. And good morning, everyone. As Matt mentioned, yes, UPS has been a sponsor of Thunder Over Louisville for 34 years. And we are so proud of our longstanding partnership with the Kentucky Derby Festival. And this year, we're excited to once again announce that UPS will be flying one of our very own Boeing 747-8s aircraft in the air show. At UPS, we believe in supporting the communities where we live and work. UPS has never just been about delivering packages. With a workforce of 500,000 employees worldwide and more than 24,000 employees in Louisville, for us, it's about delivering positive impact. Last year, UPS volunteered 1.9 million hours to their communities around the world. And we donated almost $1 million to causes near and dear to our hearts in the Louisville community alone. In addition to UPS committing $265,000 in Louisville-based organizations through grants and sponsorships. So yes, while we may be best known for our iconic brown trucks and our UPS aircraft flying all around the world to deliver packages every single day, what we're most proud of and what truly drives us is delivering what matters in our communities, just like here in Louisville. We want to thank the Kentucky Derby Festival for this amazing event and for our fellow sponsors for their support. We're so excited to celebrate yet another incredible year of Thunder Over Louisville. Thank you all.
Thank you, Laura. It is always amazing to me. I love our fast movers and our helicopters and those, but to see that enormous aircraft come flying so slow down the center of the river, it looks like magic. Nobody could tell me that's physics. It's incredible. And when you hear them talk about that 1.9 million hours, that's extraordinary too. I mean, it really does say a lot about the partnership and who you all are in this community. So next, please welcome Brad Siegel, Senior VP and General Manager of Caesars Southern Indiana. Caesars is in their 25th consecutive year as a sponsor of Thunder, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate that. So Brad.
Thank you, Matt. And we are honored to continue our sponsorship of Kentucky Derby Festival in our 25th year now. At Caesars, we just celebrated last winter our 25th anniversary of operating, and so being involved in the community and being able to sponsor events like the festival has been important since our first day and continues to be as we enter our 26th year. But we are proud to take such an active role in sponsoring these events. They bring the region together, and that kind of connectivity between across Kentuckiana is what makes this area such a great place for all of us to live and work and play. So Matt and Wayne and the KDF staff and probably hundreds or thousands of volunteers that make this possible. Appreciate all the care that you've put into making this event such a annual success. Like to think that at Caesars we try to we aspire to do the same things and create that safe, fun, and memorable experiences each and every day. So on behalf of our 1,000 Caesars Southern Indiana team members, wish everyone a great Kentucky Derby Festival season. Thank you.
I think that says a lot too, that they celebrated their 25th anniversary or going into their 26 years, and they've been a partner for 25 years. We appreciate that. So next is LG&E in their 18th year as a Thunder sponsor. We are so excited to tell you that the 3rd annual drone show, and you'll hear more about that later, powered by LG&E, is another highlight of the 2024 show. It has become a staple, and it's incredible to watch. When we started talking about this in 2019 going into 2020, and we won't talk about that part, it was something that we were so excited, and we found a phenomenal partner in that. So the drones will fly over the Ohio River in different formations as we count down to the fireworks, and it really has become a fantastic segment. Thunder fans have really, really enjoyed that addition. So please welcome Brian Phillips, Director of Brand, Advertising, Digital, and Customer Communications for LG&E.
Well, thanks, Matt, and good morning, everyone. I'd much rather experience this type of thunder than the fireworks Mother Nature put on last night, but fortunately, we didn't have too many issues there. So On behalf of LG&E, we're excited to once again support Thunder Over Louisville and the excitement that it brings to our region. This year's theme of celebrating Derby 150 holds an extra special meaning for us because we're proud of the tradition and legacy we built here in Louisville as LG&E and KU for more than 100 years of providing the community with safe and reliable natural gas and electricity. We're also proud of our longstanding partnership with the Kentucky Derby Festival, which includes support through our employees' volunteerism and charitable giving efforts. Thunder Over Louisville is an event that we've sponsored over the last 18 years because it's a celebration of positive energy for our community as the official kickoff to the Kentucky Derby Festival season. And it's very important for us as the 3,600 employees of LG&E and KU to give back to the communities in which we live and work. And this long-standing event is part of that larger effort. As Matt said, Thunder Over Louisville has an incredible economic impact of more than $56 million for our community, and we're proud to have a role in making that happen and improving the quality of life in the communities in which we're proud to live and work. We're also incredibly excited to support the Thunder's drone show that's quickly becoming a crowd favorite, and I can attest that it's a highlight for my young kiddos too, in addition to the amazing air show and fireworks. They love it all. We'll be here all day that day, I promise. And I can guarantee, well, I can't guarantee, but hopefully we'll have much better weather as compared to today too. So I'm not in charge of the weather. Don't quote me on that, please. We're also proud to support the festival's Go Green initiative, which includes on-site recycling, food donations, and composting of food waste at Thunder Over Louisville and at other Derby Festival events. So we look forward to seeing everybody at Thunder Over Louisville for the air show, the drone show, and the fireworks on April the 20th. And thank you all for once again allowing us to be a part of this. Thanks, Matt. Thank you.
I thought I was going to write that down. Also in their 18th year of consecutive sponsorship is Meyer. The Meyer Family Fun Zone is back this year. It's at the Big Four Bridge, one of the most unique views of the venue because you can absolutely see both of the barges in such an extraordinary line. And it is becoming a great place for families, so much to do, and a great place to spend the day. So please welcome Crystal Anderson, Meyer Central Region, Louisville Lexington Market Director.
Good morning. What I love, I've already heard, is just the theme of connecting with the community. And so I'm really proud to be a part of this group that's contributing and giving back. That's one of the biggest things about our company. Meyer's been here for 27 years and supporting since 2007. So we're excited to continue that. We are a family-oriented retailer that really connects with the purpose of why we're here. We serve the community and we give back in the right ways. So I'm very proud that we can be a part of this and this message that is already being shared. We are going to be on the Big Four lawn again. And I think that was a really ideal spot for the families that we were able to support. The kids had a lot of fun. There's face painting, there's jump houses, there's a lot of things that are going to happen over there. So we're excited to bring that back. And then one of the best things is the air show, being able to see the fireworks in the sky and create the memories and the joy and the excitement for everyone. So we're very pleased to be a part of this, want to continue this partnership. Thank you for what you all do already, and excited for this next year. Thank you.
One of the neatest things in the production piece that they help sponsor is the Meyer moment, and it is magical when people light their phones up and you can see it on both sides of the river, and it looks like thousands and thousands and thousands of lights twinkling. It's extraordinary. So thank you so much. And finally, our fifth sponsor, Humana, returns for their third straight year. As part of their partnership and to help the festival's efforts to make sure Thunder is accessible for the whole community, Humana is also sponsoring the free rides to Thunder again through TARC. This partnership will help make sure the community as a whole can join us and help alleviate some of the traffic that obviously goes along with an event like this. And we'll share more information on that piece of the partnership at a later date when we have our partners here from TARC. So please welcome my friend Jeb Duke, Humana's Medicaid President for the Kentucky region.
Good morning. First, I'd like to thank Matt and the broader Kentucky Derby Festival board. If you see them out in the community at an event, thank them. They'll be in the pink jackets that are really sharp. They do a lot of great work and bring our community together. I'll keep my comments short. I know we're all waiting on Wayne. He does such a great job. He's a treasure for our community. If the mayor hasn't given the keys yet, you deserve it. I'm excited to hear about this year's show. My name is Jeb Duke. I get the honor of representing over 10,000 Humana associates who live and work in our community. We're a long-term sponsor of the Kentucky Derby Festival, but this is our third year sponsoring Thunder. It's part of our 5-year commitment to really expanding and addressing inequities within our community. As a Medicaid president, I understand that social needs really do impact health equity, and health outcomes. What our members tell us is lack of transportation is one of the greatest drivers to poor outcomes. It could mean a member getting on time to a primary care visit. It could mean a member trying to get across town to see a specialist. But we also know that it impacts mental health. Lack of transportation could mean missing a family event. It could mean missing a community event like Thunder Over Louisville. It's for those reasons that we're sponsoring for the third year in a row, free transportation via TARC to and from Thunder Over Louisville this year. I'm really excited about this season, what this means to our community, and I'm really honored that Humana could be part of this for one more year. So thank you very much.
One of the neatest things about hearing from each and every one of these partners is it's not just about this great thing that we do called Thunder Over Louisville. It's about being great community partners and everything that they're doing in many, many ways, as you hear throughout this community. So thank you to each of you all for not only your support of Thunder, but for the support of the community as well. So thank you for all of that. Without each of you, the show wouldn't be what it is today. We have additional partners who help in many, many different ways. One of those is U of L Health, who returns for their second year as the official healthcare provider for Thunder. You can imagine when you get a large crowd like that, there's lots of little bumps and bruises. And while we have a full advanced safety and security system there, Band-Aids and bumps and those types of things are very, very important. And they take on that great work, and they will be staffing the first aid stations on both sides of the river again this year, which is a huge help for us and the community too, especially those who are there all day long. So they'll be available to help any of our Thunder fans at the show, and them returning said that they had a great year doing it as well, as they help those each and every time. So, of course, home to the command center is the official hotel of Thunder, the Galt House. They build a great atmosphere and energy around here. If you're here on that day or the week leading up, you can feel what is going on in this location. They're located at the show center, and there's nothing like seeing it from this perspective. The Galt House has played an important role for the show since its inception, and we can't say thanks enough. So here to join us today is Lance George, Vice President of Sales and Marketing with the Galt House, and he's also a board member of the Kentucky Derby Festival, which is why you see him in one of these very discreet jackets that we wear all the time.
Thanks, Matt. Al J. Sneeder built this hotel 50 years ago with the vision of being the center of Louisville. And we're proud to be a partner and support the Kentucky Derby Festival that helps bring that vision to life with the many events that they produce throughout the community during this season, especially the signature event, Thunder Over Louisville, which brings life to downtown. It brings our community together. But most importantly for us, it brings a huge economic impact to the tourism industry. And so we're looking to partner in several different ways to help support Thunder. And we encourage our hospitality partners to step up and do the same. We look forward to bringing our legendary service to all the visitors that visit our community, hosting the command center, the pilots, and the sponsors as well that help make the event happen. So thank you.
If you can't make it to the waterfront this year, and we're sure there's some good excuses out there, you can still watch or listen to the show thanks to our partners who get our message and the show out there for those who can't make it or those who want to record it and keep it. Those partners are WDRB, who does an extraordinary job, and they've been promoting and talking about it from the beginning. They traveled to Las Vegas for the air show convention, which starts really to kick off the magic. And then Summit Media's Mix 106.9. I mean, they do a great job getting the message out as well. It really does take a village to produce this grand event, Thunder Over Louisville, and we appreciate the partnerships of all of these companies and are grateful to have them as part of the Thunder Over Louisville family. Thunder would not be quite the experience without all of their support. So now the moment you've all been waiting for, if we could dim the lights. Let's see if that works. I may have to get the lights. I'll get the lights. We'll find out a little bit more about the plans for Thunder Over Louisville.
It's a springtime tradition, bringing the community together in celebration. This only happens once a year. This year, thanks to our sponsors, we bring you Thunder Over Louisville. All-day event, air show with speed and skill, drone light show, unforgettable fireworks finale, featuring our 2024 theme, celebrating Derby 150, Thunder Over Louisville.
As you can see, as we're approaching this year's Kentucky Derby Festival, the theme of Thunder for 2024 is celebrating Derby 150. It's a historic time in our city, and what better way to celebrate with a few airplanes, a few drones, and some fireworks. You may notice that the drone theme in our video, thanks to our drone partner, Matt Quinn, and Great Lakes Drone Company for creating this for us and producing our drone show since 2021. They were in town a few weeks ago and actually did fly the community to get some of that footage, and it was neat to watch them do their work. It has quickly become a signature feature of the show. Matt, owner and CEO of Starlight Aerial Productions and a great production eye as well, is here joining us this morning for his first Thunder press conference. There he is. Matt?
Good morning, everybody. We're excited to be here. Our fourth year, really. Our first year, obviously, we won't talk about, as you said. Producing the drone show here on the river provides many, many challenges for us, just because we really can't take the drones off of a barge because the barge really isn't going to be there where we took off from by the time we come back to land, because of the river's current and everything and stuff. So last year we did our first show off of the island over here, and we learned a few things, and with the feedback of the community and everything. So a couple things that we're doing this year is there's going to be a few more drones. And we're going to be a little bit higher and a little bit more further out over the river. Obviously, last year we were dealing with a lot of wind. We were still able to do the show. In fact, I think the winds came in at altitude for us was right around 28 to 30 miles an hour, and we were still able to fly. So we're excited with what we're doing this year. We're excited to be a partner with the Kentucky Derby Fest, and we're looking forward to all the cool things we're going to show you guys this year.
Thank you, Matt. When Wayne and I were out in Las Vegas in 2019 and saw them doing their show, and we knew they were the right partner for us. So thanks for being here today. I'd like to introduce now one of the guys that helps the air show to be what it is through his partnership and his relationships in the national and international community. Lieutenant Colonel Josh Ketterer, Director of Operations at Kentucky Air National Guard and Thunder Air Operations. So welcome,
Josh. Thanks, Matt. notes on a phone are probably not the greatest thing ever, but we're going to work with it. Personally, you know, I was at the first Thunder Over Louisville when I was about that big. And I think I've been to most of them since there. I haven't missed too many. And I'll echo what you said. I have the pleasure of standing with all of our military air crew and civilian performers watching the Thunder Over Louisville fireworks demonstration. And watching their faces light up like little kids is actually pretty hysterical. It's fun. They love it. And we tend to get a lot of repeat offenders here. So we try to keep it that way. It's also the one day a year where my kids think I'm cool. So I'm going to roll with it. So once again, the 123rd Airlift Wing is pleased to partner with the Kentucky Derby Festival to produce and execute another high-level aerial event for our community. You know, for us, the opportunity to showcase these aerial assets from the Department of Defense is a demonstrable recruiting opportunity, which is critical at a time when our nation's branches are failing to meet recruiting requirements year after year. It's a major struggle. It's not a secret. We struggle to recruit, and events like this help with that massively. We as a Defense Department, we utilize our training programs to do this type of community outreach, which is why partnering with an organization like KDF is what we refer to as a force multiplier. Because we use our training budgets, operational requirements often impact what actually is able to be here Thunder Weekend. So this year's planned highlights include the Air Force Viper demo team with a United States Air Force Heritage flight, the C-17 demonstration team, along with KC-135 that will execute an aerial refueling demonstration, the United States Air Force Wings of Blue jump team, a U.S. Navy Growler demo team with the Navy Legacy flight. The United States Marine Corps' Osprey demonstration is scheduled to appear, along with international partners, including the Canadian Air Force's F-18s, German Air Force's A400 Atlas aircraft. We have a U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer demo. Civilian performers include Matt Yonkin and his Magic by Moonlight aerobatic routine. World-class aerobatic performers, and of course, you'll see formation aircraft, our C-130J models from the Kentucky Air National Guard and Army National Guard helicopters, and that will incorporate parachute demonstrations from our Special Tactics Squadron, along with a helicopter infiltration and extraction demonstration. And that is about a third of what is going on. So we have a lot of aircraft this year. It should be a wonderful air show. God willing. Finally, on behalf of the 123rd Airlift Wing, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. You guys truly do facilitate our training, our community outreach, our recruiting. Without you, we cannot do this. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Josh. It really is the gem of the 123rd Airlift and Kentucky Air National Guard that helps make Thunder's air show possible. That is the unique piece that makes it even doable for us. And of course, the man who always has a close eye on the countdown and is the magic of this show, and a very dear friend of mine, is Wayne Hedinger, Thunder producer, who you're really here to hear from today. So Wayne, if you could join us.
Thank you, everybody. Well, I tell you, this is my 35th trip to the podium to start talking about Thunder, and the adrenaline is going as much as it ever has. To come back after 35 years and talk about this is going to be the most exciting show ever. I know sounds like a bunch of hoo-hoo, but I'm telling you, hold on to your hat. The things over the years, and before I get started, thank you again to our sponsors. I tell you what, I worry about you guys all year long, and Matt will attest to this. As soon as I know what money we've got, I do a great job of spending it. I can spend money better than anybody. So thank you very much. And along with that, a quick word to everybody in our community. As you can imagine, after 35 years, the expense of everything continues to climb. And my concern is, where is this going to end? And obviously it's not. So we really need the community support simply by buying a festival pin. That would solve any of our future problems. So I'm really going to be on a push over the next few years to make sure everybody goes out and gets a pin. Okay, let's talk about the fun stuff. I get a charge out of Josh. He always, he's got that military thing where it just, a matter of fact, and I'm waiting for all the excitement. And I'm telling you, the aircraft lineup that they've pulled together on the military side is incredible. We've got right now, if everything showed up, we've got more aircraft than we've got time for in the sky. It's just going to be incredible. And then I'm here without notes. Years ago, Amy used to try to give me some bullet point notes to follow, and that never worked because my adrenaline would get in the way. And that's pretty much where I am now. There's so much I want to be able to tell you, and I'll sit down and go, why didn't I tell you about this? So let's just jump to the fireworks itself. That's what everybody's here. That's what we're known for. And it is, in fact, the largest annual fireworks show in the country, if not the world. The key word has always been annual. Nobody does more annually than we do. The Zambelli Fireworks Company, obviously they're going to be doing the fireworks again. They've got a new director. This guy is remarkable. He comes to the event with a huge background. In fact, he's done some of the Olympics. The guy's known all over the world. And in talking with him and going through what we want to do for the show, you're going to see a whole new, different approach with the choreography of the fireworks. So it's going to have a totally different look than ever before. The soundtrack itself, again, as you can imagine, after 35 years, we've gone through a tremendous amount of music. And it's always a challenge because we're trying to build that roller coaster effect for the fireworks to display from the soundtrack itself. So that was the challenge of this year, as it always is, to build this roller coaster where I'm taking the crowd up and dropping it out, and bringing them back and taking them into short turns with surprises along the way. There are some surprises in the fireworks that you're not going to get out of me. But then again, the soundtrack itself, it's the fastest paced soundtrack that we've ever had. So I'm telling you, you're going to be weak-kneed just listening to the fireworks right on up to what we refer to as the false finale, where we shut down for a minute and get everything relaxed, and then come back and put on the finale. This finale is going to be insane, is the only word. They have promised me, is what their goal is for the finale, is that we're going to rip a hole in the sky. So buckle up, everybody. I am so excited as always. I know I'm forgetting stuff, but again, I'll close with this. Thanks again to the sponsors. And boy, I tell you, April, thank you for holding them together. And somehow you're able to tell them what we've got planned and get them to encouraged enough to come back. So thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you, Wayne. As you could tell, we are extremely excited to be back this year and can't wait for fans to join us at the waterfront. They really did tell us they were going to rip a hole in the sky, and that was pretty extraordinary when they showed us what they could do with new technology and colors and all of those. And we're excited to see what our new producer or our new show director can do from the Zambelli side. We already have Thunder merch ready for Thunder fans, from sweatshirts. Hopefully we don't need those. And absolutely t-shirts, because we would love for it to be t-shirt weather. And of course, the Thunder wing pins that you see here today. You can see those set up in the room here today and purchase online at thunderoverlouisville.org, where folks can get prepped for the show. And if there are any businesses interested in partnering with the festival, you know where to find us as either a Thunder Funder or one of these extraordinary partners that help us make it happen. So don't hesitate to reach out. So thanks for everybody for being here this morning. We appreciate it a ton, and we hope we'll be seeing you more in the next few days and weeks. Only 51 of those to go as we count down to this year's festival. So we'll open the floor for any questions you might have, whether it's one of the sponsors, for Josh or Wayne or Matt Quinn or myself. We'll be here. So thanks for joining us. Thank you.
Hear the walkout
Yes.
music.
What's that? Right. Questions? Yeah. Yeah, go right ahead. Okay, certainly.
All right, folks, thanks so much for staying with me here on this stream. I didn't hear the theme, but maybe I missed it. Somebody else asked, what's the theme? Tony, I see your question on there, but I was listening in and I didn't hear it. So maybe I missed it. But if you all know and heard it, and maybe I'm wrong, please feel free to put it in the comments. But I thought they were supposed to announce the theme this year. So, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought I was supposed to hear that. Maybe I missed it. All right. The theme is, oh, sorry. I'm not going to read that comment. You guys are tricky. All right. Thanks so much for staying with me. I hope you all have a great day. I'm Myra, and sorry. I'll see you later here on Wave Now. Oh, you all put it in the comments. Derby 150 is the theme. Okay, so thank you for adding that in there. Thanks so much. Bye.